saying, Chris? Another week back at training, how's it been?
Good, Ben, good. Saturday morning obviously now, and we've had probably 6 sessions in since we restarted, gradually building up every session, and I'm really pleased with where the boys are at. We had a really difficult night on Tuesday night, and the boys were feeling the pace, so just scaled it back a wee bit on Thursday there, and we're in obviously the day to keep ourselves ticking over. So I'm pleased with how they're shaping up. 1 or 2 are in really good shape, 1 or 2 not so good, so we're closing the gap between the top and the bottom lot.
So you've brought in a sports scientist, Ryan Hughes. What's Ryan's role going to be in your team?
Yeah, well, Ryan's been excellent so far for us, giving me another kind of dimension to what I do. As I said before, you're gauging things yourself on how you think the boys' fitness are, how much you're putting them through. We're using player data as a gauge for the boys to understand exactly where they are in terms of their physical fitness. Once we get our GPS systems, which we hope to get in the middle part of the month, then we'll be able to track that better. But what Ryan's doing is Ryan's building up some areas that will prevent injury. We're working on more on plyometric work for the boys, which the boys have found difficult, but they're enjoying it. But they have got that bit of what you call stiffness and soreness after training, because they're doing stuff that's probably new to them and different to what we've been doing before.
So another bit of news we've had in the last few weeks is David signed a 3-year deal.
Yep. It's great for me that David's committed long term. There's interest from other clubs, and there has been, and that to me says obviously David's a good player. There's other clubs interested in him, so for us to tie him down and make sure that his future lies here is good. We've had a lot of discussions, David and I feel at this moment in time David's got a lot to do to improve and get to a level where he's consistent. His ability is undoubted as a centre half, and a young centre half at that. There are not many good dominant centre backs about, but the difficulty I've got with David is sometimes he shows signs of immaturity, concentration's not the same, so we've got an understanding that I'll help him become a better, no defender because he's got the tools, but a better leader, a better human being, and hopefully that helps him on the pitch as well as off the pitch. But I like David a lot. He's a good lad, and his potential's undoubted at 23. If he screws the nut and gets himself going again, there's potential for him to move back to full-time football, absolutely no doubt about that.
Some other good news we had today was we've actually signed up the 50th member to the Buffs Foundation. Just give us your thoughts on that.
The fans at the club have been absolutely tremendous for day one here. We've grown and grown and grown. The camaraderie between the community and the football club's grown all the time. We're starting to put new facilities in place with stands going up. That's exciting. It's exciting to see, and really the commitment for the supporters, given the fact that there's no football, I think that's tremendous. I think financial difficulties as well at this time, it just shows that people really have got an affiliation with the club and what we're trying to do, and I'm very, very thankful for them for that, because all it'll do is either enhance the facilities or enhance the playing squad. So delighted with the commitment for the supporters.
One other thing as well we've noticed is the under-20s squad has been building slowly.
Yeah, the 20s is building slowly. There's a couple of boys been in training with us, showed up really well. When I say a couple, it's a couple nearly every session. Different lads, we've got 2 in this morning training with us again. The great thing for me is I get to gauge where they are versus where the boys are, or versus where the first team are, and that gives them a gauge of where they need to be. The message for me to the under-20s and the boys in that squad is, I don't really care what age you are, as long as you're better than the person that's holding the jersey just now, then you'll get in the team. So the challenge for them is to be better than the guy that's playing in their position, and hopefully if that's the case, then we'll get a steady conveyor belt of players coming through.
And finally, are you looking to bring any more players into the squad, or have you got a squad set?
No, I'm looking at it's difficult because we're not allowed to bring in trialists at this moment in time, but I do want to enhance the numbers. I think we're sitting at 17 at the moment. Adam and Gary have not signed at this moment in time, still training with us just now, and we'll find out whether they sign new deals. They've been offered deals, they're still mulling that over, but we'll have a look at 1 or 2. I think we're probably 2 bodies light of where we want to be, and there will be some coming and going as the season settles down, so we want to make sure we're covered number wise. But all very, very difficult with regards to coronavirus and the restrictions that places on training and stuff.
Cheers, Chris.
Thanks.